If you could go back to college, what would you tell your younger self? Hello, this is Yujin. I'm a 33-year-old management consultant based in Boston. Today, I bring you all the way to Bay Area, where I graduated from UC Berkeley in 2014. In this video, let's explore the 10 lessons I wish I knew back then about life, growth, and what truly matters in the end.
So the plan for today is I'll walk you through campus and I'll show you around some of my favorite places where I'll have memories. I hope to unpack some lessons I've learned and takeaways from my time here at Berkeley. I've now walked about 5 minutes from Shattuck and we're on the outskirts of the campus. I don't know if you can see it because of all the lights. Haas School of Business. It's a school that rejected me many years ago and I cried so much. It wasn't meant to be.
Your failures might be redirections. I thought getting into Haas Business School in college was everything. That was the cool kids. We called it actually Haas holes, if you get it. After a year of perfect grades and resume padding, I felt like an utter failure and a piece of shit when I didn't get in. They even denied my appeal. But looking back, if I had majored in business in undergrad and not in statistics, I actually would have missed out on the 3 chances you get in getting the H-1B work visa as an international. And if I had not majored in economics, I would not have had this once-in-a-life opportunity to give the graduating speech. So yeah, it will all work out for you in the end. Also, this feeling like a failure fueled me to apply to business schools at 27, and I was accepted to multiple schools, choosing to go to Wharton that offered me scholarship. Sometimes not getting what you want leads you to what is much better for you.
Wait, I think this is new. Wow. Remember how I told you that I've been in therapy for the past 10 years with the same therapist? This is where it all happened. The University Health Tank Center. It's like such an odd feeling. Some parts feel familiar, but I don't recognize most of these buildings. Maybe if I go on an actual campus, I'll see a bit more.
Life will not be linear. When I was in school, I saw life like a game. Graduate, land that great job, get promoted, and settle down in a city. Instead, I've had 3 jobs, lived in 9 cities, and even started my own company before going back to consulting. Life is unpredictable, and that's okay. What matters is asking yourself, is this the direction I want to go? Not the destination, but the direction. Because the journey is just as important.
That was my dorm from freshman year. Wow, Yogurt Park is still here. Since 1977. In my econ class, Professor only talked about Yogurt Park as an example and used this place to help me understand supply and demand. Maybe we'll pick a tree for a second. Let's do the Irish mint. Would you recommend the Maine blueberry?
Unorthodox combo, but sure. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll give it a shot. Thank you. Thank you so much. They were so sweet. I actually didn't think I was gonna like it this much. It's really good. Guy did the toppings. Yep. This looks pretty typical for Berkeley. Now we're really getting close to campus. Ah! I can't believe it.
Words have power. In 2023, I posted a video when I was in my Korean high school about wanting to do a 10-year trip back to Berkeley. I honestly wasn't sure whether I'll end up in California at all because all my travels were in the East Coast, South, and Europe for the past 12 months. So California was not in my plan. I didn't plan to be here, but my words shaped my actions. So be mindful with what you put out into the world. They might just come true.
That's why I went to get my transcripts. Oh man, kind of odd not having so many people here. This is where I used to get my breakfast all the time. Too bad it's closed.
Be alone too. I used to feel self-conscious doing things alone in school, like going to Yogurt Park while everyone else was in line with friends. But Berkeley taught me that confidence isn't just about socializing. It's about being comfortable in your own company. Learning to enjoy time alone is a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life. Now look at me flying across the country to film myself solo. Woohoo! This is where I had a lot of my humanities classes. That's me, class of 2014.
Exactly 10 years ago. I wonder if it's open. Oh, nope. Maybe because it's so sunny and nice out and Boston is freaking cold. Yeah, the campus is actually beautiful. It's quite therapeutic walking around in a place that I don't belong anymore.
Ask for help. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite an intense person. That's probably why I've survived 7 years and counting in consulting. I used to think success meant giving 100%, 1000% to everything: your grades, your internship, job opportunities, and even clubs in school. But being always on is the fastest way to burn out. Give yourself a break, a moment to breathe, and just be. The irony about asking for help is it's not a sign of weakness. It's actually a strength and a skill. Whether it's therapy, mentors, or just honest boba conversations with a friend, do what you need to do to get the support you want.
This was my typical walk to the library. Well, here we go. Here's the iconic Campanile. No one told me it's so pretty like that.
Explore while you can.
Oh, I should have gone on when I was a student.
I thought I would this time, but it looks like it's closed. There are so many things I could have done, but didn't. Like taking more weird classes, falling in love more. College is one of the few times in life when you have endless opportunities to explore. Do it now. Also, your .edu email opens so many doors and people are more willing to chat with you.
When I first came to Berkeley, someone told me that if you step on this round circle, it's bad luck and you're not going to get your 4.0. But you know what? There's definitely more to life than just grades. But you know, little Eugene cared a little too much about grades, would cry over an A minus. Looking back, it's really not a big deal. Let's take a break over here. That's a great spot for a photo shoot. This is one of our most famous library, the Joe Library. I've been there a few times, but I don't think I've studied there quite often. But let's go ahead inside. I'll have my backpack, my little hoodie. Hopefully it will do for today. That was actually one of my favorite places to study. It's the Asian American Library, from what I remember. Not a lot of people knew about it, so the books were clean and the inside is very modern.
You will learn and forget a lot. At some point, I memorized endless formulas, history facts, and had a crazy good memory. Now, I would have to think hard just to draw a simple supply and demand curve. What sticks with you isn't the facts, but your ability to learn, adapt, and think critically. Focus on building these skills, not just memorizing information.
I think one of my regrets from college days is that I probably spent way too much time in the library. And I mean it because, in a way, I wasn't studying very effectively. For instance, there's an exam in a few days. My study plan would essentially be read all the chapters, review all my notes, go through all the slides. I could have saved all that time by just resolving all the questions from past exams and focusing on what really matters. Because school is not in season and there's no one around here, it's so peaceful and nice. I actually enjoy being here. I guess because none of this matters anymore.
Learn how to network. I was part of a sorority, lived in the dorms all 4 years, and did my best to meet as many types of personalities as possible. Because at the end of the day, I knew that life is about the people and the connections you build. In college, you are surrounded by thousands of potential lifelong connections. There is no other opportunity in your life, or at least it's very rare, that you get to surround yourself with so many people your age. Say yes to more meetups, conversations, and chances to build relationships. This is how I landed my jobs, investment opportunities, and friends I still connect with.
I was thinking about this, like, why do I feel so comfortable being around here? I don't remember having such a great time in school. And it felt like I was competing for attention, competing for space. But now I feel like I'm moving past that. I was talking with my therapist the other day. If you had the choice to turn back time, would you go back to your college years?
Nope.
No, not for me. I just had a lot of anxiety, worries. At one point, I remember walking through that stairs in front of the Dole Library, and someone asked me, "Do you need a hug?" because I was crying. And it was that bad. My life right now is not perfect. I have a lot of uncertainties, and I think this year will be especially important for me in terms of work, relationships, and health. And as I think about why I appreciate being here, apart from the great sun, the calm, peaceful, beautiful campus, it's a good reminder that I want to continue living a youthful life. A life where it's okay to have worries. It's not perfect, but I continue to put myself out there, exert good energy so that I make space for good things to come to my life.
Friends come and go. Since 10 years after graduating, I keep in touch with 4 friends. I actually counted. Life gets busy. Jobs, moves, relationships. I'm not saying that you should not care too much about friends. It's actually the other way around. Because you guys can drift apart, cherish each moment that you are close and together. Some will last, some will not, and that is okay. What matters is being present while you have them.
This ugly brick building is Evans Hall. Basically, this is where I had all my math and econ classes.
Cherish where you are. Enjoy the city around you. Love every single day you're alive. Someone else would have loved to be where you are. Looking back, I wish I had appreciated the moment more instead of always looking ahead. Wherever you are, make the most of it. I took the BART 20 minutes to see San Francisco on the weekends. I went on many dates there and have good memories. Still single, but good times. If I could go back, I'd tell myself, those moments you think you're falling behind, they're actually preparing you for something better. Trust me. The best parts of life are the ones you never saw coming. So keep exploring, take those risks, be present, because somehow it will all work out in the end. Thank you for watching and come back to my next video topic on...
Let's go! It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over.